In my opinion, moving is one of the hardest things to do for a child, especially when it's somewhere you don't know anyone or anything. This unfortunate experience happened to me when I was 14 years old, halfway through ninth grade. I left a little town called Silver Creek in the southern tier and moved to Lakeview, a little section of Hamburg. Oh yeah, to top it off, it was the week before Christmas. In Silver Creek, I was a big fish in a little pond. I knew almost everyone, and almost everyone knew me. The whole student body from ninth to 12th was about 500 kids. So the transition to Frontier was a little rough. I was in a graduating class of 400 and a student body of 1,800 kids I didn't even know. At first, I would just go to school, do my homework, and hang out with the kids from Silver Creek I knew on the weekends to feel the comfort I had for the first 14 years of my life. My friend Ruben from Silver Creek was my lifeline for the first year I was there. We had been best friends since the third grade, and I could talk with him about anything I was going through. I would tell him about the crazy amount of kids in my school, the crazy amount of good-looking girls in my school, and not to mention being called New Kid. Not Ryan, not Gadsville, but New Kid for the first year I was there. It was the worst year of my life. But finally, a glimmer of hope came as I met 3 kids in my neighborhood. Their names were Polly, Marky, and Kanya. Polly and Marky both rode my bus, and Kanya I met from the neighborhood community center. These 3 guys, along with my brother and some of his friends he was making, were my lifelines in this new world. Without them, I felt like I was drowning in a sea of the unknown. But as time went by and I got familiar with the kids in school, and this was after about a year in the Frontier school system, I made a few friends in a band I was in, and I still hang out with to this day. The bass player, Kyle, and the guitarist, Matt, who became one of my best friends. Throughout this whole time, I started losing touch with my old friends in Silver Creek, except for Ruben, and the kid that moved into the area after I left named Zach. It's kind of weird, huh? How you reach out to somebody you never even knew until you got in the situation. As I got to know more and more people in Frontier and began making some friends, I slowly lost touch with my friends from Silver Creek. I felt like my new Hamburg home culture was expanding as my Silver Creek culture slowly ceased. At one point, I had lost contact with my friends from SC. It wasn't intentional, but I got caught up in everything that was going on in my life in Hamburg that I forgot about my friends in Silver Creek. I hadn't heard from them, and they hadn't heard from me, so it was a mutual falling out. I had moved on somewhat from my old home culture and was embracing the new. I now had friends, a girlfriend, and I was socially accepted in this big pond of Frontier. This couldn't have been better for me, so I lost touch with some old friends. It's not like I had forgot about them and they forgot about me. We're all busy doing our own things. We hadn't spoken in so long. My buddy Zach left and joined the Air Force, and now stationed in Las Vegas. Rupert still lived in Silver Creek, and finally, one day I got a hold of him. I drove out to his house, and the look on his face was priceless. From that moment on, I knew we were just picking up where we left off. One thing I've learned from this experience is that even if your home culture changes, your real friends will be there for you no matter what. Another is that if you see someone having a hard time adjusting to their surroundings, extend a warm hand so they won't end up drowning.